Good morning, students. Today in civics we will discuss equality. Why does equality matters and directive principle directive principles and sources of directive principles. And Gandhian principles fundamental rights and directive principles. Okay, so these points we will cover. First, see equality. What is equality? Equality in the Indian Constitution recognizes all Indians as equal before the law. It states that no person can be discriminated against because of their religion, caste, sex, or whether they are rich or poor. All adults in India have the equal rights to vote during elections and this power over the ballot box. Power over the ballot box. Power over the ballot box has been used by people to elect or replace their representative. Okay. Why does equality matter? Because equality is a powerful moral and political ideals that has inspired and guided human society for many centuries. It is implicit in all faiths and religions which proclaim all human beings to be the creation of God. As a political ideal, the concept of equality invokes the idea that all human beings have an equal worth regardless of their color, gender, race or nationality. It maintains that human beings deserve equal consideration and respect because of their common humanity. Now, what are directive principles? Directive principles. The directive principles of state policy are an important feature of our Constitution. The directive principles are the objectives and ideals which the framers of the Constitution wished to be implemented by the future union and state government of the country while formulating policy and making laws. Both the directive principles and fundamental rights are means of attaining the objectives contained in the preamble to the Constitution. What are sources of directive principles? The framers. The framers of the Constitution were inspired by the Irish Constitution. The Irish Constitution was the first to include both the fundamental rights and directive principles as distinct entities by making the former enforceable and the latter non-enforceable by courts. The Indian Constitution follows this reasoning. Directive principles of a state policy are non-justiciable rights of the citizen, and therefore they cannot be enforced by any court. Yet they are important in so far as they direct the government to accomplish these ideals, the fulfillment of which would set up a welfare state in the country. Such a state is committed to ensure to its citizens justice, liberty and dignity. Principles related to economic policy. It comes under the direct sources of directive principles. What are the principles? The framer of constitution have suggested few socialist measures to enable the state to fulfillment its duty. Provision of adequate means of livelihood for all citizens of India. Fixation of equal pay for equal work for both working men and women. Maintenance and protection of health and strength of the working men, women and children. Provision of facilities for children in a health manner in condition of freedom and dignity. Provision for proper care for children and youth against exploitation and moral as well as material abandonment. Right to work, to education and to public assistance in case of unemployment, old age, sickness. Provision for just and human conditions of work and maternity relief. Securing a living wage, condition of work ensuring a decent standard of living, full enjoyment of leisure and social and cultural opportunities to workers. Participation of workers in the management of industrial undertakings and establishment. So these are the principles related to economic policy. Gandhian principles. Gandhian principles. The social and economic ideals of Mahatma Gandhi were included in the Constitution as directive principles. First, to provide free and compulsory education to all children up to the age of 14. Next, to promote cottage and industries in the rural area. And organization of village panchayat, organizations village panchayat as units of self-government. To improve the level of nutrition and health of the people and raise their standard of living. To promote the education and economic interest of the weaker section of the people. Okay, now the implementation of directive principles. Implementation of directive principles. Free and compulsory education for children up to 14 years of age and local self-government in villages. Rural landless employment and equal pay for equal work. These are the implementation of directive principles. Now, fundamental rights. And directive principles. Fundamental rights. Freedom of religion, equality, freedom against exploitation, culture and education, constitutional remedies. These are the fundamental rights. And directive principles of state policy, like social principles, economic principle, political principles, and principles concerning international relations. So these are the directive principles of state policy. Okay, and these are the fundamental rights. All human beings are equal in worth and dignity. So these are the fundamental rights and directive principles. Thank you, class.